Hi, everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's all right today. It's Tuesday, August 8th. Currently it's 68 degrees. High today 77. It's not too bad. Chance of rain says 0%, but you never know anymore. I mean, the storms move in so fast. I don't know if they can even keep up with it, the weather. Winds at 9 miles per hour right now, so a little windy. We did have quite a bit of storms yesterday. We went to the car repair shop that's like a independent. I mean, it's just a local shop that was recommended to us by my mother's landlord. He said all of his family goes there, that the guy's honest. So, we took it out there, and we had to wait for him. He was working on this woman's car that was waiting on hers to be fixed. So, we're not going to try to get him to do anything, like jump line or anything. So we just waited, until he was done with that car. And then he went out and checked ours. And guess what? He said it does not need struts. And, it's not making the noise that it was ever since they rotated the tires. He said it's possible it could have been something that was a dust cover or dust shield. A dust shield. He said something about it could have been really, I don't know, I guess dirty or something, and that possibly it could have caused that noise. But he said there's no use in doing. He said he checked it. Like I said, he said there's no use in doing anything to it, unless, he said, if it makes the noise again, to bring it back. And this was like the next town over, so we drove it quite a bit there and back, and it never made the noise one time. Like I said, ever since they did those tires, it hadn't made it. And he said, I'm not gonna charge you for something or have you fix something that doesn't need fixed. And I was like, wow, this guy's really saying this, and so that impressed me. So I told him anytime we needed something done, maybe not change the oil, but anytime we needed something done on the car, we would bring it out there, and that we appreciated him. And so the whole, I guess, moral to this story or whatever is, get a second opinion. And it might not be a bad idea to find someone local. They're living in the in the community around their business usually, and they're not going to want to get a bad reputation or anything. So I was very impressed that he was, very honest and didn't try to do anything to it. Like I said, he just said if it starts making that noise again, bring it back out and he'll look at it. But he said there's no reason to do anything that's not needed. So we were real happy, because they wanted over $1,300 with tax and everything to do that. And we were wondering why. The car's only got 22,000 miles on it. He said about the only way that the struts could be bad is if they were defective. And from the way he checked it, he pushed above each tire, pushed down pretty hard, and then let go of it, and it just came right back up and stopped. He said if the struts are bad, when you push it down, it'll come back up and kind of go like this for a little bit, bounce up and down a little bit. And it didn't happen on any area, the tires at all. So he said that's the way that I check them, and he said there's nothing wrong with them. So it tickled us to death. And we did a drive with us, or out and about with Mike and Joy on the way back, because we didn't know where it was on the way there, and I didn't want to be trying to film and looking for it at the same time. Could cause someone to hit us from behind or anything if we had to stop quick to turn. So Joy drove back, I drove there, and Joy drove back, and did an out and about on the way back from the auto repair place, and then we the video. We stopped at when we got to Dollar Tree in here in our town, and so there'll be that today come out. You know, and now I kind of wonder. It really makes me wonder if even my battery was bad, because we hadn't had any issues with it, you know, like not starting or starting slow, like or anything. Everything's been fine as far as, you know, what the battery's supposed to do. So I'm very, you know, concerned that they might have put a battery on there that didn't even need it. I think it was 3 years old, the battery, and I'm pretty sure it was a 5-year battery. So I don't see how it could have been that bad, you know, in 3 years. It's possible, but, you know, they showed me some kind of paper that had a little picture, not a picture, like a icon thing of a car, and then it said some numbers beside it. Those numbers didn't mean a thing to me. I didn't know anything about the numbers, you know, what it meant. He didn't show me what it meant. He just said, here, this is where we did the test, and gave me a piece of paper like I was like, oh, okay, you know, I didn't know anything about what was on it. So that's kind of making me wonder now. And they were real high on the battery too. So from now on, the only thing we're going there for is they're a tire store, you know, that repairs cars too. From now on, we're just going to use them to have, if we ever need some tires, because they do have good tires, and they have the ones that we got on right now are affordable for the type of driving we do. You know, we don't need real fancy tires because we don't drive all that much. But then they do have free rotation. So I don't think we're going to take it back for an oil change, because they said that the manufacturer recommended synthetic oil, which is much more expensive. Well, and when I looked into our book for the car, it doesn't say that in the book. It doesn't say we recommend. It says what it comes down to, that you can use either or, is what I got out of it. So that's another thing. So we probably won't take it there anymore to have the oil changed either. So I don't know, but just I'm real relieved, you know. So I appreciate everybody's prayers and everything. So anyway, so with all this going on, I forgot to put the hamburger out for the hamburger patties, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans and stuff, tomatoes and cucumber. So we're having that tonight. We ended up just having you know, stuff from the freezer, like with some shrimp. We had shrimp and chicken tenders, breaded chicken tenders and fries. You know, so that was just, I realized it when it was time to start fixing dinner. I didn't put it out, so I put the hamburger in there, and it should be ready for tonight. So yeah, like I said, we're very relieved, very happy. Just what they did was like $320 or something like that for the battery and the oil change. The rotation was free because we got the tires there, but that pretty much wiped us out for this month anyway. We would have either had to get a loan or something like that to have what they said was wrong with it. So I'm so glad, and that's one thing I really recommend now. Unless you're super comfortable with it, get a second opinion on anything that's kind of major, you know. Is what I would recommend, because you just never know about people, places anymore. That, you know, that place, like I said, I looked up, and they had looked on their page, I guess Facebook page or whatever, and they had other remarks or comments about that they did things they shouldn't have done, or tried to do things. Told this one lady, said that she went in for brakes, and that they said that it needed all this other stuff done, and they didn't want to do the brakes unless they could do the other things. I guess it was related to that or something. You know, who knows, maybe a new rotor or anything. and that it would be $800, and brakes shouldn't be that much. I mean, no way. And I don't think she had it done, or if she did, she was really unhappy. So probably if a woman went in there by themselves and didn't know anything better, they would probably get her for quite a bit. And even men. I mean, I right then, when I saw how much it was, just was thinking, we're going to go have it checked somewhere else. But a lot of people would think, golly, I can't even drive it out of here because what's wrong with it? I'll go ahead and get it fixed, and probably didn't even need it or something. So I know I'm doing a little rambling on that, but really it's very important. And everybody has a car pretty much, and they're all going to need repairs sooner or later. And just be careful out there. Okay, I've got some today's tidbits. This one says, from frost to fruit, Antarctica's greenhouse success. I think I did one a while back that said that, or maybe I just read it, that they were going to try to grow watermelons in the Antarctica. It says, in a stunning feat, researchers have successfully grown watermelons in Antarctica. The endeavor took place at the Vostok Station, a year-round Russian research facility at the pole of cold, where temperatures plummet to a bone-chilling minus 128.6 degrees. Transformed into an oasis. The greenhouse of the Vostok Station was transformed into an oasis conducive to watermelon growth. I can't believe he grew them in Antarctica. Okay, this is Texas Tech electric cup purifies water during disasters. And that could be something really, really helpful. University of Texas researchers have developed a mug-sized device to remove 99.997% of E. coli bacteria from contaminated water. The cube-shaped cup employs an electric field to attract bacteria, making the water clean and drinkable. This innovation could greatly assist communities dealing with water contamination issues during natural disasters. But if it's only holds enough for a cup, I mean, you know what I mean? It looks like it'd have something that was bigger for cooking, or, to purify the water for cooking. I don't know. Maybe they'll start small and have a bigger one later. And this is funny. Rain, bear, and vows, a wild Colorado wedding. I don't know if that's the bear, but a Colorado couple's wedding near Boulder became unforgettable due to the weather and an unexpected guest, a bear. Kaylin and Brandon, high school sweethearts, exchanged vows in the pouring rain. During the reception, a bear crashed their dessert table, devouring the treats. The event staff quickly managed the situation, avoiding any harm. So it's like, hey, y'all got a feed out here. Appreciate it. I'm going for these desserts. Can you imagine what? I hope that. I wonder if they had their wedding cake there, and it probably just jumped on it or something. But it kind of looks like it would be this one. Like, huh? What's the big deal? Y'all had. I was at the wedding. I don't want to get to eat. Oh my goodness. And this says, beat the summer sizzle, hacks for a safe season. Take it easy, avoid or reschedule strenuous activities. I don't think I'm going to mow anymore. Dress smart, wear light, loose, and cool colored clothes to reflect heat. Last time we mowed, it was about a week ago, I didn't think about it. I had a dark shirt on. I think it's my Dutton shirt, the Duttons or whatever from Yellowstone. And it was, not black, but it was real dark. It was like a dark gray, or it is. And man, I was burning up out there. And Joy pulled up. She was on the riding mower, and she pulled up beside me and she said, "Honey, why don't you need to go inside and get a white shirt on?" And the one I found is one of hers, but it's, you know, it's for either men or women, and it was kind of big, you know. And I thought, okay, well, I put it on, and boy, it made a difference. I was really surprised. You know, I told her I appreciated that very much, and I'm not going to wear dark colored shirts if it's warm out, which it is every day just about. Okay, eat light, drink plenty of water, and avoid salt tablets unless recommended by a physician. We used to use those salt tablets sometimes when I worked for Coca-Cola. We had to go, like I would have to deliver to factories, you know, to their break rooms and stuff where the drink machines were and everything. And we would really, it would be like over 100 degrees in there. There was a bread company that's no longer, you know, in business now, called Rainbow. I think it changed to Colonial or something like that. But they made the bread here in our town. That place, their drink, it was returnable bottles back then, and where you had to put the drinks and pick up the returnable bottles was a room. It was like a storage room, but it was right next to the ovens. And my gosh, I bet it was 120 degrees or more in there. It was awful. You couldn't hardly stand to be in there. And we, you know, doing all that all day long, we would sometimes take those salt tablets. Well, I guess because we sweated so much. Drink plenty of water. Eat light. I usually skip lunch anymore. And minimize your direct exposure to the sun. Wear a big hat, like we got these, one for each of us. Big old brim, you know. That's perfect. And also it says always watch out for heat watches or warnings from the NWS. Okay, let's see if we have time for at least one nice news. Hey, here's Angus Tuesday. Let's see what's going on with that. What, grocery outlet? They got Angus beef lean ground round, 3 pounds or more, $3.99. That's super cheap. And cube steak, $4.39. Angus. Last time it was $3.99, so it kind of surprises me. Okay, and let's see if we can find. I saw it earlier, so I know it's in here. Here it is. All right. Beluga cams are back. Tune in as 57,000 whales make their summer migration. Isn't it cute? Kind of looks like a dolphin in a way. I'm sure it's much bigger though. Last July, we reported on the incredible journey that nearly 60,000 beluga whales embark on annually from the icy Arctic Ocean to Canada's warmer Churchill River, which flows into the Hudson Bay. This year, live streams of their migration are back in action and as adorable as ever. Belugas, known for their playful personalities and 3 types of vocalizations, travel to the river's safer, shallower waters to feed, molt, and give birth. Made possible by conservation nonprofit Polar Bears International in partnership with Explore.org, the beluga cams have been airing every summer since 2014. The cams offer viewers a chance to dive into the sights and sounds of beluga's experience, per Polar Bears International. But the footage isn't just fascinating to watch, it also helps raise awareness about the importance of protecting the animal's aquatic environment. Aquatic, I guess you'd say. Hey, I'm not going to read this, but I think it's interesting. California will pay homeowners to build tiny houses in their backyards. Isn't that cute? Looks like somebody's in it or something. Okay, quote of the day is from Morgan Freeman. How do we change the world? One random act of kindness at a time. Okay, everybody, that's going to be it today for Morning Coffee Break. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already. And share this out and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Watch Out and About with Mike and Joy later on, everybody. Have a great day, and God bless.